Right now at 11, a judge is sentencing convicted DCFS worker Carlos Acosta in connection with the murder of AJ Freund. Let's listen in.
At the end of the day, AJ suffered. Society ignored him. DCFS ignored him. Mr. Polovin ignored him. And worst of all, Mr. Acosta ignored him. Whatever my sentence is, and one factor in aggravation that does apply is the need to deter others. So do I think in any way that this would stop people from working for DCFS? Absolutely not. If it stops somebody who is unwilling to do something more than just a quote-unquote government work, if it stops somebody who will refuse to do their sworn duty, if there's somebody who feels that it's okay to falsify reports, then I hope that they don't apply to DCFS. But I don't consider that to be the case at all. DCFS workers have a hard job. They want to do their job correctly. They're human beings like everybody else. And so I don't consider that my sentence would deter others. On the other hand, we do have to understand that our actions have consequences, and when we have heightened duties where child welfare is implicated, we simply have to fulfill those duties. It's a calling. It's a responsibility, and it's a duty, and it is not negotiable, and the failure to do that will not be abided by this court. So in considering all of the factors in aggravation and mitigation, and based on what I've said here today, it is the sentence of this court that Mr. Acosta will first of all be placed on probation for a period of 30 months. Second of all, it's ordered by this court that the defendant shall immediately remand to the custody of the McHenry County Sheriff to serve a sentence of 6 months in the McHenry County Jail. Third of all, I'm going to order that he make a contribution to the McHenry County Children's Advocacy Center of $1,000. Fourth of all, I'm going to require that he perform 200 hours of public service. I'm going to require that he pay the court costs of this case, which the court finds are statutorily authorized, and he will be submitted to submit DNA pursuant to statute. In coming to my sentence, I am looking at the collateral consequences that Mr. Acosta has suffered. And once again, it is not my job to merely carry out vengeance. As emotional as this job is for people, it's not my job to be an avenging judge, and so I'm not going to do that. But at the same time, I will consider the fact that he has been shamed. He's lost his job. He'll never work in this area again, and he's now a convicted felon. But that in and of itself is not enough, which is why I've ordered his incarceration. So you have 30 months to pay the court costs in this case, Mr. Acosta. Are you going to get that done?
Judge, I believe there's bond to be applied.
Bond will be applied. All right, bond will be applied. Mr. Acosta, if you wish to challenge the sentence of this court, you need to file a written motion to do so within the next 30 days, setting forth all of the reasons why you feel that you should be.
You have been listening to the judge sentencing former DCFS worker Carlos Acosta to 30 months probation and 6 months in jail for not doing enough to prevent the murder of AJ Freund, only 5 years old.
Let's go to CBS 2's Mugu Odigwe. She has been at the McHenry County Courthouse all day listening in to bring us up to date on how we got here today to the sentencing. Mugu.
Yeah, so I just want to go back to some of what we heard in court, because part of it was not allowed to be, I guess, put out there for cameras to actually put out there for the public to hear and view. So I want to go back to some of what we heard from some people who spoke in court. That includes statements from AJ's grandmother and then someone from DCFS who actually did an investigation after AJ Freund's death. And then we also heard from AJ's foster mother. She especially placed some blame on Carlos Acosta for not doing more to prevent AJ Freund's death. Now, I want to go back to how we even got here in the first place, because Carlos Acosta charges were brought against him after DCFS and basically said that he didn't do enough to help AJ and prevent his death. So it was charges against him and then another DCFS worker, that worker named Andrew Polovin. Two of them were assigned to AJ's DCFS case, but at some point they closed it. They said the charges or the issues brought against AJ's mom and dad were basically unfounded. That was back in December of 2018. And This was also despite bruises that were on A.J. Freund and deplorable living conditions in the home of his mom and dad. And 4 months after they closed that case as unfounded, A.J. was murdered by his parents. They obviously were sentenced to decades in prison, but Polovin was found not guilty of any charges in the case. Acosta, though, the person who was in court today for the sentencing hearing, was found guilty of 2 counts of child endangerment. He spoke briefly in court today, so let's take a listen to some of what he had to say.
A day does not go by where I do not regret and feel remorse over the loss of AJ. All I can ask for today is leniency from the court, the opportunity for redemption for my community, and forgiveness from my God.
So we heard from the judge just moments ago after he sentenced Acosta. Acosta is basically going to spend 6 months in a McHenry County Jail. He's also spending 30 months on probation and 200 hours of public service. That's all of what the judge sentenced Acosta to. I will mention some of the things that also happened in court. The DCFS worker, the one who investigated AJ's friend's death, mentioned that when she spoke to Acosta, he basically had a password on his phone, and that password said apathy. She also mentioned something rather about the first time she met him. She says he was wearing an earring that basically had the middle finger gesture, an earring, during the interview she had with him. So all of this, the judge says, added into the eventual outcome of his sentencing. Again, 30 months of probation, 6 months in jail, and also 200 hours of public service. I'll send it back to you both in the studio.
Mugo Digwe, she is at the McHenry County Courthouse for us. Mugo, thank you.